Welcome to the Pixel Perfect training video. My name is Janvi and I am part of Pixel Perfect customer success team. In this video, I will show you how to design, build and integrate a cross-tabular report in Excel format using Pixel Perfect. So what is Pixel Perfect? Pixel Perfect is a Tableau extension that can solve the last mile problem in Tableau. It can create print-ready and well-formatted reports in popular exportable formats such as PDF, PPT, Excel, and more from Tableau. You can create paginated reports with page numbers, page breaks, and repeatable headers and photos. You can also create flat reports with no limitation to number of rows or columns. And it has scheduling functionality which allows user to schedule a report and email those reports or save them to SFTP. In this demonstration, I will be building a cross-tabular Excel report for incentive compensation dashboard specific to the monthly sales crosstab. At the end of this video, you will see this generated cross-tabular report in Excel. Here is the end-to-end workflow of designing a Pixel Perfect report. And I'll walk you through all the steps below from how to download a jar file to how to generate a Pixel Perfect report. First, we are going to open the Tableau dashboard and download the jar files from server through Pixel Perfect frontend called Webfolio. Jar file contains the column mapping between Tableau dashboard and the report template. In order to generate the jar file, we need to enter the edit mode of the dashboard. Now I am in the edit mode and we can see the Tableau extensions on the left. In order to add extension in the dashboard, we first need to add a calculated field called as user in one of the worksheet of the dashboard. The as user field is used to fetch the username to verify its identity while getting data from Tableau server to the Pixel Perfect report. So let's move to the monthly sale worksheet. First, we are going to click on the drop down on the right of search, choose create calculated field. Then we are going to name the calculated field and the name would be as user. In the empty space below, we are going to use the function called username. Apply the changes and click on OK. Now you can see as user is added in the dimension on the left. Now we drag as user to the column, click on the drop down button, then cancel show header. Now as user is added in the worksheet. Next, go back to the dashboard, click on save button and change tilt to floating. Drag an extension to the empty space on the dashboard, click on My Extension, then we need to select a T-Rex file. T-Rex file essentially is a pointer to the Pixel Perfect server. This file will be shared with you once Pixel Perfect is enabled on your environment. Next, I am going to configure the extension. So click on Configure. A new window will pop up. This is a Pixel Perfect configuration user interface called Webfolio. Here you can see the download jar button. Before downloading the jar file, select the workbook and enable the transpose data if you want to convert the measure names and values from rows to columns. And then click on download jar. And the jar file will be downloaded. Now that we have the jar file, we can start with the report template design. First, we'll open Pixel Perfect Report Designer. The link to the report designer will be shared with you. Once downloaded and installed on your local, you will be able to open the Pixel Perfect report designer. So this is the report designer layout. The first thing we will do is to create a new report project. We go to File, New and Project. Here we see Business Intelligence and Reporting tool. Click on Report Project below, click on Next. Now we are going to give a proper name to the project, Pixel Perfect, then click on Finish. Next, we are going to create a new report. Similar step as project, we click on Files, New and Report. Then we are going to select the project we created just now, that is Pixel Perfect, and give a name to this report. Report Template Demo. Then click on Finish. A new blank report is created. In the next step, we need to import data source and data set and also create report parameters. First, let's create a new data source. Right click on data source in the Data Explorer tab, new data source. I need to choose Pojo data source, then click on next. Here we are going to upload 4 jar files. The first is the jar file that we just downloaded from the Tableau server. First click on the drop down button on the right of Add Jars. Choose Absolute Path. Then we upload the original jar file. Then we repeat the steps and upload 3 Jackson jar files, which is Jackson Annotation, Jackson Core, and Jackson Data Bind. Jackson jar file contains predefined classes that are used to format and iterate over data obtained so that they can be used as data sets in the report template. We will share the Jackson jar files with you. Now we can click on the checkbox, test the connection, and once it shows ping succeeded, we can move forward to create report parameters and import dataset. In order to create a report parameter, right-click on the report parameter, new parameter, give a name as JSON data, and click on OK. And please note that if you want to add 2 or more worksheets of the dashboard in the template, then the parameter name should be same as the Tableau worksheet name. The next step is to create a dataset. We right-click on Dataset, New Dataset, and then rename the dataset or keep the default one. Then we are going to click on Browse, choose the second one Data Iterator, then click on OK and Next. We click on Browse again, search for row needs change class, select the row needs change, and click on OK. Now we can see all the data columns that will be used on the left. Simply select them but exclude get class and as user method. Then click on finish. A new dataset is created. The next step is to add parameter in the dataset. We go to the parameter, click on new, give the parameter name as JSON data. Next, we are going to link the report parameter and the dataset. We click on the JSON data. Please note that if you have created multiple report parameters for different worksheets, select the relevant parameter. Click on OK and OK. Now we have everything ready. We can start to design the report. For the PDF report template, let us first add header and footer. In order to do this, let's move to the master page. For a cross-tabular report template, we need to add the headers in the layout mode. So the first thing we'll be doing is to add a grid for the header. So just drag a grid from the palette to the layout and then navigate to the dashboard. We can see on the dashboard that there are 7 columns for the monthly sales table. So in the report designer, we also need to add a grid with 7 columns and 1 row. Next, we will merge the second to 6th cell of the grid and then insert the title of the table within this cell. Drag the label to this merged cell and type in monthly sales report. In the properties editor below, we go to general and we are going to enlarge the title to size 14. Change alignment to center and make it bold. We can also change the font of the title. Next, we are going to make the vertical alignment also in the middle. We just click on the grid and select the whole row. Now we can see the vertical alignment option below. We just need to choose middle. Next, we are going to add the logo to the report template. We drag the image from report items to the first cell and choose embedded image. We are selecting embedded image here since we are uploading the logo from our local system. Then click on add image, open it and insert. Now we can see the logo in our report and then we need to adjust the size of the image. So let's keep the height of the image as 0.48 and width as 1.35. So now we have both logo and the title of the report template being added. The next step is to add the table that is present in the dashboard. So let me navigate back to the dashboard and check the number of columns in the dashboard. So there are 7 columns in the table present in the dashboard. So I'll go back to the report template and insert a table with number of columns 7 and number of details as 1. So now we have created the table with 7 columns. The next step is to add the data into the table. So I'll navigate to the data set which we created previously and then drag and drop all the columns one by one in the same order how it is in the Tableau dashboard. So I'll drag and drop name, region, sub-region, place, sales, target, and finally percentage. So let's now beautify the table. So I'll select the table here and then select the header and make the text bold. And then I can specify any of the background color which is present here, as well as specify a color code. Then I'll keep first 4 columns alignment as left aligned and the other 3 columns alignment as center aligned. And then I'll select the whole table, navigate to border, and I can specify the border with different colors. So now we have added the border as well as the background color to the header. So I do not require the footer row, so I'll select it and delete. Let's keep the width of all the columns of the table to 1.5. So now we have designed the table and the header for the report template. If we need to add a 1 row space between the header and the table, then just select the grid. Just insert a new row here. Just merge all the cells. And then insert a label. So now there will be space between the header and the table. Now that we have completed the report template design, just save the template. The next step is to upload this report template into the Pixel Perfect server and generate the report. So let's navigate back to the dashboard and then on the extension, click on Configure and then navigate to the Upload Report Template tab. I'll select the site. Then I'll click on the Upload Report Template button. I'll navigate to the location where the report template and the jar file is stored. So I'll select the report template as well as the jar file which I downloaded before starting the report template design. So I'll select both report template and the jar file. Click on open. Click on upload. And the files are being uploaded successfully. So now that we have uploaded both report template as well as jar files, let us go back to the configuration tab and configure the template. So configuring the template is a process where we specify which worksheet from which the data should come, as well as image source from which the image should be coming up, and also specify the exportable format and the report template. For the exportable format, I'll select it as XLSX. And then for report template, I'll select report template demo, which we just uploaded. Select the workbook. For worksheet, I'll select monthly sales. I'll keep image source blank since we don't have any images in our report. And then I'll give the template name. I'll enable the transpose data and save the template. So now that we have saved the template, we need to go to the report generation tab. Under on demand, we need to select the configuration which we just created, select the export format and click on save settings. So once you save the settings, webfolio window is closed and the PPR icon will be enabled on the dashboard. So just click on the icon to generate the report. This is the cross-tabular export report output generated using Pixel Perfect. It has the logo, header, and the cross tab. Congratulations! Now we have seen the end-to-end process of building a cross-tabular Excel report using Pixel Perfect. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about report template design for Excel format, please contact the Pixel Perfect customer success team. Thank you for watching.